called Questions Answered. My name is Christian. I'm going to be your host for this section, and today's question is actually going to be how to find the right 7-passenger SUV. So what I did, I got a whole bunch of SUVs that have, of course, the 7-seater option, with one alternative that I think might be good to throw into the mix there. So starting off this video, the first one that I want to talk to you about is going to be the Highlander. Highlander for Toyota, right now at least, is probably one of the bread and butter vehicles. Everybody that comes into the dealership asking for a 7-seater SUV is going to start off with a Highlander. There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one reason is redesigned for the 2021 model, so the way it looks, it's amazing. It's very, very nice, very luxurious. The redesign kind of took it from more of like a rugged kind of look to more of a streamlined look, so it's gaining a lot of traction. People are starting to like that vehicle more and more and more. It also has a hybrid option, so hybrid, of course, gas prices are going up here in Aurora. We're almost at $1.30, so of course you want to still have your practicality. You need a vehicle for your family, you want to be comfortable in space. Having a hybrid vehicle is probably the way to go. You can never fault it. It's going to give you good gas mileage, it's going to give you good power, and you still get the vehicle you're always looking for. So definitely something to consider. I would definitely say Highlander is probably the first place that I'd like to start, and most people are going to come into the dealership for that anyway, so we'll start at the Highlander there. The next vehicle that I'd like to talk to you about is the 4Runner. So 4Runner is my personal favorite. That's a vehicle that I've actually owned, and I've actually got to experience for myself for a couple of years. Guys, it's amazing. It's one of the vehicles that you can buy and you don't even have to think about where you're going. If I were gonna say, let's go on a nice drive down the highway, I want to get off the road one time and go off road and experience something new. It's like random. I don't even have to kind of even know what the area is like. Just go off trail and go off road. That vehicle is amazing. I've never got stuck in that vehicle. I never even even questioned myself, if I go down this road, am I gonna get stuck? It's that good, guys. The particular vehicle that I owned was the TRD Pro. I can't say enough good things about that. Also, as an added bonus, if you were to buy this vehicle, they're pretty much bulletproof. If you want to keep it for a couple of years, you don't want to keep it for the long term, the resale value on these cars are amazing. A lot of the customers that I have coming in, they've been on lease for 2-3 years and said, hey Christian, I think we get into a new 4Runner, get into the the Venture model. There's a new Venture model for 2021, and that's probably the easiest vehicle to get somebody out of and get them into the new vehicle, because the demand for these things are just outstanding. Can't say anything bad with the car. It's a really good choice if you're looking for a 7-passenger vehicle. Another one that I would like to throw into the mix is the biggest vehicle that we make. It's actually the Sequoia. So for of most people that don't know, because we don't usually carry a lot of them on the lot here, it's actually based off the Tundra. So it's going to have a similar frame. It's going to have the same engine, same transmission, the 5.7 liter V8. It's just a beast. You're gonna buy one of those trucks, you're gonna show up to an event, people are like, what kind of truck is that? They're gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions. They don't really see it along the road a lot. It's just an amazing experience. There was one story of a customer that came in and bought this truck, and he took it for a week, I was thinking, and came back and he's like, man, Christian, you didn't tell me this truck was that good. I'm like, what do you mean I didn't tell you that truck was good? I love the truck. You didn't think I sold it to you properly? And he's like, man, everywhere I go, people are turning heads. Are like, man, Mark, what truck is this? Where can I get one? How come I don't see it on the road? They're asking me a million questions. And actually, the same week that he came back and told me about this, he actually sent me 2 referrals for people that are looking for SUV like that, and they didn't even know it agaisted, and they came in here. One of them leased it, and the other one bought one cash. So a lot of people are going to catch on to the Sequoia. Sequoia, again, being such a big, luxurious, amazing vehicle, you can't go wrong with that. Personally, the reason why I never brought one is just for the size. Fitting into the garage, the truck is massive. So, fitting into my garage, never had enough space. So the 4Runner is probably the biggest I can go. But, if space was an option, even probably I'd be in one of those. Also, too, they released the new TRD Pro Sequoia. So if you like the size, like the luxury, like the 5.7 liter V8, they have one in a TRD Pro version. So that's going to be similar to my 4Runner. So if you want to go on trails, with the family, you're gonna have no issues. Good ground clearance, you know, thick tires, you're not gonna feel a lot of bumps and all that kind of good stuff. It's definitely something to look forward to. And last but not least, the one that I'd like to throw into the mix. Technically, of course, it's not an SUV, but because they did renovate it for 2021 and they redesigned the vehicle, it's actually a Toyota Sienna. It's a 2021 Sienna all-wheel drive. Man, can't say enough good things about that. That vehicle came out earlier this year, a little bit later of last year, and you know, I can't keep these things on the roads. Like, we get one in, customer comes in, they see it, it's bought right away. You know, people ask me, hey, why does it sell so fast? If you guys had an SUV or if you guys had a van in the past, you know, you need it for being utilitarian, so you need to have people in it, you need to put stuff in it, you need it to be reliable. But most of the people who owned a van in the past, you know, they're getting 13 liters, 14 liters per 100 kilometers. This new Sienna, I'm seeing people get as low as, you know, 6 liters, 6.5 liters per 100. You know, that's basically half of what they used to get. They have the same size, they have more technology, they have all-wheel drive, and they're getting half the usage of gas. Right now, with it being $1.30 outside, like, yeah, you know, money talks, right? If you're gonna go further distance, less money, you know, better technology, and the looks of the van are amazing. The XSE, especially with the blacked out trim and blacked out wheels, man, that's something like, you know, in the future, you know, I definitely might be thinking about that. You know, if I don't want to go into such a high vehicle like the Foreigner, you know, Sienna's probably the way I'd probably go. Like, it's that good, guys. One thing to consider, of course, that being not an SUV, it's being on a van platform, it's going to be a little bit lower to the ground, which have a pro and con. Pro is being, you know, if you have you know, elderly people in your family, they can't get into the vehicle, can't step in that high. It's gonna have a nice low step in height. Also, too, with the sliding door, it's less effort. You know, they're automatic sliding doors in the Sienna, so you know, easy in and out of the vehicle. It's gonna be comfortable for, you know, if you have people that are elderly or even kids. You know, it's easier for them to get in and out of the vehicle. But other than that, you know, again, you can't go wrong with it. Just to backtrack, we talked about the Highlander, we talked about the Foreigner, Sequoia, and of course the Sienna. The choice is ultimately up to you as a customer, but you know, if you're gonna ask me personally, of course I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna say, of course, I love the Foreigner, but all the vehicles have things that are good about it, and all the things, like, if you like rugged, of course you're gonna go Foreigner. If you like, you know, sleek, stylish, of course hybrid option, you're gonna go the Highlander. If you want ultimate luxury and you want that big motor, the 5.7 liter V8, you want the power, you know, Sequoia's gonna be your truck. So of course the choice is yours, but you can't really go wrong with any of the options. If you guys like this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel here. We're gonna try to have these videos at least once a week. You know, people writing into us with questions. We're gonna try to make a video. This one's going for almost about 9 minutes now, so we're gonna have a video once a week going through these questions. So feel free, if you have any questions, to, you know, call into the dealership or email into the dealership. If you want to get a hold of me directly, my email is going to be kpemberton, so that's PEMBERTON.ca, sorry, at auroratayota.ca. You know, feel free to get a hold of me at any time. If you have questions, you know, feel free. If you guys want to see a vehicle, you know, we're making videos on the used cars, on the new cars. If you guys want to see a particular video and I don't have it posted yet, or it's not posted on the website, again, feel free to contact us. We'll do a little walk around for you privately and get a, you know, a nice edited professional one put on our YouTube channel. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.